The top three formulas are linear velocity is equal to arc length over time, angular velocity omega is equal to theta over time, and a connector formula is linear velocity v is equal to radius times angular velocity. So v equals r omega. A car is traveling at 55 miles per hour and the diameter of its wheels is 1.9 feet. We are asked to find the angular speed of the wheels in radians per minute and revolutions per minute. First, let's note that radius is 1.9 divided by 2. Which is 0.95 feet. Additionally, let's change the linear velocity of 55 miles per hour into feet per minute. V is given as 55 miles per hour. There are 60 minutes in an hour. And there are 5,280 feet. In 1 mile. That cancels the miles, cancels the hours, and leaves feet per minute. Okay, so our linear velocity is 4,840 feet per minute. To get the angular velocity in radians per minute, we're going to use V equals R times omega and modify it by dividing both sides by radius. Velocity, we just made the calculation, 55 miles per hour was the same as 4,840 feet per minute. Divided by the radius, which was the diameter cut in half, 0.95 feet. Cancel, cancel. And so we get omega equals 4,000, I have to divide that. If you divide 4,840 divided by 0.095, then you get 5,094.737 radians per minute. Now, you'll want to look at your decimal form in your problem. I had to use the fourth digit to round correctly to the third digit, and on these problems, some of them were asked to round to the nearest hundredth. I think on this one in your homework, you'll be asked to round to the nearest thousandth. But anyway, that's to the nearest thousandth how many radians per minute that the wheel is turning, rotating. To change this angular velocity into revolutions per minute, or RPM, We're going to convert one revolution is equivalent or equal to 2 pi radians. Cancel, cancel. Now, the answer we got right above, 5,094.737 radians per minute, you're going to probably want to use the value of that rounded out to 4 or 5 decimal places as your upper left. If you round early in a problem, you lose accuracy at the end. Mine ended with 7368, and I used that to round to 0.737. If you use the longer decimal form and divide by 2 pi, and round this one to the nearest thousandth, I get 810.8525. So I'm actually going to use that 5 and round 853. Now these are RPM, revolutions per minute.